Welcome to the January 14, 2019 meeting of the Florissant City Council. Please stand and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Pagano? Here. Parson? Present. Siam? Here. Harris? Here. Jones? Here. Egan? Here. Caputa?
Here.
Shildroth? Here. Hanky?
Here. Next item is approval of minutes. Are there any corrections, additions to the meeting and executive meetings of December 10th, 2018? Hearing none. Councilman Shildroth moves to approve the minutes, second by Councilman Harris. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Minutes are approved. Next item is hearing from citizens.
No card.
Next item will be communications, which we have none. Next item, public hearing, which there are none. Next item is old business. Bills for a second reading. Bill number 9461. I make a motion that we move for a second reading. No second. Bill 9461 dies for failure for a motion. Bill number 9463. Councilwoman Pagano moves for a second reading, second by Councilman Harris. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance providing for the repeal of chapters 500, 505, and 510 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Florissant, Missouri, as amended, relating to the building code and enacting in lieu thereof a new chapter 500 and a new chapter 505 and a new chapter 510 on the same subject with certain modifications as hereinafter set forth.
I'll move for a third reading, second by Mr. Hinkie. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance providing for the repeal of chapters 500, 505, and 510 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Florissant, Missouri, as amended, relating to the building code and enacting in lieu thereof a new chapter 500, 505, and 510 on the same subject with certain modifications as hereinafter set forth.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience like to speak on this bill? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Pagano? Yes. Parson? Yes. Siam? Yes. Harris? Yes. Jones? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth? Yes. Hanky?
Yes.
Bill 9463 passes and becomes ordinance 8487. Bill number 9464. Councilman Siam moves for a second reading, second by myself. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance amending section 210-1280, regulation of portable outdoor storage containers, subsection C, permits, by deleting the section in its entirety and replacing it to provide consistency between code sections.
Councilman Pagano moves for a third reading, second by Councilman Parson. All in favor? Aye. Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it.
Ordinance amending section 210-1280, regulation of portable outdoor storage containers, subsection C, permits, by deleting the section in its entirety and replacing it to provide for consistency between code sections.
Before the final vote is taken, is there anyone in the audience that would like to speak on this bill? Seeing none, clerk, please poll the council.
Pagano? Yes. Parson? Yes. Siam? Yes. Harris? Yes. Jones? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa?
Yes.
Shildroth? Yes. Hanky?
Yes.
Bill 9464 passes and become ordinance 8488. Next item is new business. Board appointments.
Nope.
Seeing none? Next item is requests. Councilman Jones moves to approve the request to keep 4 chickens for Patrick Cullison, located at 1131 Charbonneir Road. Second by myself. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion carried. Request is approved. You know, the chickens, we gotta get some of them chickens, them eggs. They're good. Next item. Councilwoman Pagano moves to approve a beer and wine package liquor license for Dunn Mart located at 1395 Dunn Road. Second by Mr. Hinkie. All in favor?
Roll call. Roll call, sorry.
Roll call, please.
Pagano? Yes. Parson? Yes. Siam? Yes. Harris? Yes. Jones? Yes. Egan? Yes. Caputa?
No.
Shildroth?
Yes.
Hanky?
Yes.
Request approved. Next item is bills for a first reading. Bill number 9466.
Ordinance to amend Chapter 245 Parks and Recreation, Article 11, Old Florissant Golf Club of the Florissant City Code, subsection 245610, fees and charges to adjust for the fees for the golf course facility.
Next item, council announcements. Mr. Egan.
Thank you, Mr. President. The annual St. Ferdinand Charity Basketball Tournament and Barbecue begins on March 5th. The family we chose this year is the Paul family. Elijah was born in November, probably 2 or 3 months premature, and is suffering from a lot of health problems. They're good Ward 3 residents. Grandpa's Don Costello, who many of us on the council know. And so I would ask that as we get closer, you'll start hearing me bark about this every week. Plan on attending, maybe plan on if you're a businessman. I'm sure the council will join me in being a sponsor again this year. Secondly, I just wanted to thank the road crew, the Public Works. I thought they did a really good job in my ward this last weekend under trying circumstances. The roads, I think they did a very good job, and I'm very proud of them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Egan. Mr. Parson.
Thank you, Mr. President. I just want to follow up with what Mr. Egan had stated. I want to congratulate and thank our Public Works Department for the works that they did on the roads in my ward and all over the city. I think they did a great job considering the amount of snow that fell in those couple of days. And also, if people don't already know this, that one of our local businesses, Highway 67 Barbecue, is in fact giving those guys free meals on Tuesday. All they have to do is just show their ID, and that would be, I thought, was an awesome gesture. Because I know those guys are working 24/7, so I thought that was great. Additionally, I just want to talk about the Florissant 5. I want everyone to be able to be in contact with their neighbors, check on the elderly. I know with all the snow, a lot of our elderly neighbors can't get out there and shovel the snow, so if you can, go check on them. Make sure they have everything they need whenever incidents like this come up. Additionally, I also want to make sure that we may have an effort to go visit 5 of our Florissant businesses. I think that helps to make sure that our businesses in the city are successful, and we want to continue doing that. Lastly, I just want to, this doesn't happen very often. I wish it did, but it doesn't. But I just want to say thank you to St. Louis University and the Urban League for awarding me this honor of receiving the Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Political Service Award on Thursday. It's going to be at St. Louis University Bush Memorial Center, where my wife and I met and actually had our reception in the same room. So I haven't been there in 20 years, so it's going to be neat to go back there. But I truly appreciate it, and I know they're going to be keynote speakers. King III will be there, and Coretta Scott King will be keynote speakers on that day. So it's definitely an honor, and I thank them for that. Thanks. That's all I have, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Parson, and congratulations. Mr. Shildroff.
Thank you, Mr. President. Congratulations, Mr. Parson. I would like to thank all the residents for exercising patience. The St. Anthony Bridge is now open, and the contractor did a great job, I thought. And it looks really good. I think it's the last in the list of our bridges and our infrastructure that needed to be replaced. And I want to commend the administration and the former administrations for keeping up with our bridges and our infrastructure. I would also like to thank Mayor Schneider. I received a text from my son, who's a letter carrier in Florissant. He told me of his coworker who purchased a house at 245 St. Patrick, Mr. John Hernandez. He's also a Florissant letter carrier. And he moved in 2 days before Christmas, and all his utilities were on. And he finished moving the next day, and his electric and gas were on, but his water had been turned off. And he didn't have an outstanding balance or anything like that. Missouri American Water told him, oh, we have to do some routine things to your meter, and we're not going to be able to turn you on until after Christmas, the day after Christmas. And my son asked me, Dad, can you help this guy out? And I immediately texted the mayor, who got a hold of somebody at Missouri American Water, and Mr. Hernandez and his family did not have to go to a hotel to celebrate Christmas. They had water and got to celebrate it at their new home at 245 St. Patrick. And I just wanted to say thank you, sir. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shuldrow. Mr. Hinkie.
Congratulations, Robert. Thank you. High honor. Very good. But I was just going to echo what a couple of their council people said about our public works and the streets. Everybody saw it was a major snow event, and there was a lot of issues out there throughout the St. Louis area. I was really proud of our crews that they got the job done. But on top of that, next time you see a city employee, they're the underdog, if you will. Thank them for the job that they do for this city, because they're kind of unsung heroes. They're out there doing the job every day, and they did an outstanding job this time also. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hickey. Mr. Jones.
Yep, I'd like to give a shout out to our food pantry team down the street. There's somebody hungry morning, noon, or night, so please keep them in mind. I'd also like to remind everybody about Lindsay Lane. The speed limit has changed. Please slow down. Also, I have a ward meeting coming up February 6th at the JFK. And the litter campaign. That thing is not going to die out. We're just getting that started, you guys. I know the mayor has contacted our 2 school districts. I plan on doing a hands-on at their board meeting, Hazelwood School Districts tomorrow night, and then I got the Ferguson-Florissant one wrote down on the calendar, so I will be attending both of those board meetings to try to get them on board and to share with them that that's a very good educational piece. That's just not for our generation, it's for kids to come still in our city, that hopefully they'll catch on to this and maybe write some essays, or there's a lot of things we can do with this. So hopefully I can get these school board members on board with us for the litter campaign. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Jones. Yes, couple things tonight. If you have a fire hydrant in front of your house and it's packed around it with snow, make sure you go out there and kind of clean that around there, a couple feet around that fire hydrant, because it may save your life. Cars, warming up cars. I know it's cold out there in the morning, but please, all the notables that we received, almost everyone was car stolen because they were warming up in the morning. So make sure you don't warm these vehicles up in the morning. They're being stolen. Firearms, make sure if you're a firearm owner, you keep it secured at your house. Keep it locked up. Don't leave it in an unlocked vehicle. And I'd like to thank the Ward 4 members at Neighborhood Watch. We had a very successful meeting last Thursday at the Nature Lodge. It was very well attended by the ward, and a lot of good information was passed along, so a lot of people got a little bit of an education, and that's what we need. Education is the key. And another thing, all the people from New Year's Eve that just had total disregard for public safety, about shooting your firearms and weapons in the air, that is very uncalled for. We were lucky, fortunate, nobody was injured, nobody was shot, and it's just total disregard for public safety. If you're going to be a firearm owner, make sure you're a responsible firearm owner, or you shouldn't own one. Thank you. Mayor?
Thank you, Mr. President. I want to thank Bob Lindsay, the editor of the Independent News, for the article he published on the anti-litter campaign. Look for a similar article in the Focus that's coming out in a few weeks. And, you know, we have more of these signs, these green signs, these attractive signs that say feed the can, not the land. And you can call City Hall and we'll make sure that you get a sign to put in your yard. Also, the calendars came out the first week in January, so if you don't have a calendar, you can get one at City Hall or at JFK or at Egan Center, or if you need extras. If you want to make sure that you can dispose of your real Christmas trees, not your artificial ones, but you can dispose of your real Christmas trees on your yard pickup day. Meridian will pick those up. And also, looks like we're going to have some entries for the snowman building contest. Rachel already built a snow woman, and so she's got an entry already. And there were 2 more snow persons on my block. So get those, take pictures of your snowman or your snow woman, and submit those either through the mayor's office or to one of the civic centers, and we'll get those entered in. We'll probably have them judged by the Youth Advisory Commission.
Isn't Rachel over 15 years?
She's same age as I am. I helped a little bit, actually. We had no children, but the children next door were having fun watching us do it. Also, we have a resident appreciation free skate. We had one on December 31st. It was packed. I went down and checked it out after the senior New Year's Eve party, which was also packed. As all of you know, I thank all the council members for helping to bartend and also to help bring the food trays to all the seniors. I think we had a record turnout and a great time, but they also had a great time on the ice rink, and we have another free skate this coming Monday on the Martin Luther King Observance Day. And then on February 18th, on President's Day, we'll have another Resident Appreciation Day free skate. The next senior gala will be the Valentine's Day dance on Thursday, February 14th. Then I have some patriotic news. We're going to be celebrating the 100th birthday of former First Lieutenant Eugene Urich at the Florissant VFW on February 10th. He'll be 100 years old on February 7th. He flew 50 combat missions in Africa and in Europe during World War II. And so that's just a tremendous thing. Anytime you can celebrate a centennial, it's a special occasion, especially if it's a World War II vet. Thanks.
Thank you, Mayor. Next regular meeting for the City Council will be on Monday, January 28, 2019 at 7:30. Councilman Schodroff moves to adjourn the meeting, second by Councilman Jones. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.
May I assume that this is going to be the regular for the rest of the